Bonus edition.
Deleted scenes.
Deleted for all the right reasons.
Imagine this bit should be muted at the start when that music's playing.
Yeah. What are they doing?
Guys, what the fuck are they saying? Ready to go?
Yep.
How are you going to start the podcast?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, how are we doing? What's happening?
Hey, man.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
Wow, well, here we are. Another podcast ready to rock and roll. Special treat in the mix. Tell them, Phil.
We've got a fantastic little piece of equipment known as a Logitech webcamera.
Oh my god, we're on the web.
1080p.
You can see it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start uploading to YouTube again because this time we got video.
Proof.
It's us.
Video evidence.
Yep. For the world to see.
We're excited. Very excited.
Pretty excited. Pretty out of pocket, but pretty excited.
Poor guy.
It's well worth it though. Well worth it. We've just got to remember to talk because
not
just get caught up in looking at the webcam. Anyway, that's it. See, you can't do that, Phil, because people cannot see you because the people are listening on iTunes. They can't see you.
Yeah, well, I can see you guys with my hacking skills. I have no hacking skills.
That introductory track, that song that played us in,
right.
was we were given permission to use that by a gentleman on SoundCloud known as Nate, Nate Thunder, on SoundCloud. And he does all this sort of cool electronic sort of remixed music, and I like it. It's cool, especially that track, which is affectionately titled Tits.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, although we both love the song, we both love the track, it's kind of very appropriate for the podcast.
He had me at tits.
Tits, you got me, man. You got me.
I'm going to enjoy this irrespective of the content of the song here.
Mm-hmm.
The title is enough.
The title did lure me in.
But the tune itself is fucking class as well.
It's nice. I like it.
So I was like, get in. So cheers, Nate, dude. You're the man.
You're the man. So go, everybody that listens to this, go and check out Nate on SoundCloud. I don't know if he's on iTunes, but he's on SoundCloud. Nate, Nate Cloud.
Nate Cloud.
Nate Cloud. And he listens to the podcast as well, which is cool. Did you didn't see the fight, did you?
I did actually. I didn't see it live, but I saw it the next morning.
I stayed up late for that fight.
Foolish.
Not foolish at all. Tell you what I've got a problem with. Not the fact that Pacquiao didn't win. So I did want him to win, as you know. But the fact that Mayweather just seemed to just kind of, I don't know, be running in circles.
But that's his style.
But that's not a style.
Are you cracking jokes?
That's keeping out the way.
That's a class style.
He
He landed more punches on the guy. So obviously, as a result, he took less punishment than what his opponent took.
Right.
He won the fight. He's won every single fight he's ever fought in his professional career. Yeah, you can't win a boxing match by not actually boxing. The guy was fantastic. I'm not a boxing expert, I know, but from the way Carl Froch was going on, it was like, all right, so this guy is really technically an amazing fighter, man, because he was blown away by the guy's skill set.
Was he?
Yeah, he was taught. He was like, oh god, seeing this in person, I can see why this guy is one of the best ever, type of thing.
I disagree with you. I disagree. He just seemed to be running about. I just didn't like it.
But what are you looking for? Are you looking for just a pure backyard brawl? Because you're not going to get that off him. He's a technical boxer. Technical fighters are usually shit to watch if what you want is blood and just pure craziness.
Well,
in the UFC, the champion of the welterweight division for ages, George St. Pierre, he ended up playing it really smart. He did take kind of a bit of punishment and stuff off some dudes, but he would play it smart and just wrestle you at the ground and grind out a decision. And people are like, "Oh, how man? We want to see you knock somebody out and stuff," because he's got some great stand-up skills and stuff. But when the champ, when you're the champ, you want to a lot of them they want to remain the champion.
Yeah.
They want to be the best. They never want to get beaten. And in order to be the best and not get beaten and keep your belt, you're going to have to figure out a style where you're not putting yourself at bigger risk than what the guy attacking you is.
That makes sense. I'm just gutted that Pacquiao didn't. He just
Brilliant.
couldn't get that victory. He couldn't get close. He couldn't get near enough to him to give him some good solid jabs.
And I think he does. I think he tends to be able to do that to most guys.
Yeah.
So the fact that he couldn't is a testament to the skills of Floyd Mayweather. So even though, as like when you're just watching it, you know, like a guy like us who doesn't really know boxing that well, you're a bit like, this is pretty shit. I want to see some.
Oh, I enjoyed the
crazy
fight. I did enjoy the fight. I did enjoy watching it. The like the warm up acts. Is that what you call them in boxing? On the card, the prelims.
Undercard, yeah.
They were pretty fucking boring, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the highlight was seeing the celebrities walk in. John Voight, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale was there. A hard ass motherfucker. Jay-Z, Beyonce's nearly, her tits were practically falling out.
She hasn't got huge tits.
She hasn't got huge tits.
But she can work them well though. Like,
she can make them look good.
Yeah.
Possibly she can probably make them look better than they actually would be when presented to you. Because you'd be like, oh, where have they gone?
Yeah, that's got to be like the skills of the people that help her. Like dress.
Because she's probably got. I think she's got quite a small cup size.
I think she's got quite a small cack. I think she's got quite a small cack.
This guy's a sicko. She's. I think she's got a small cup size. So I think.
See, if you just push any tits together,
it makes them look bigger. Yeah.
You could shave my chest, right, and I could push my tits together, and it would look sexy. It would be like, it's just the cleavage. That's what dudes are like. Fuck. So you could have like B cup breasts, but if you can, somehow get a bra, or whatever the fuck, and get that shit together, then it just looks instantly enticing. It's like, fuck yes.
That's happened to me before. False advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you've gone in, you've been like, oh yeah. You're missing something back there.
I honestly think most tits are a lie. Like most sets of tits look better clothed than they do unclothed. They've got a bra fucking pushing them up in a way that they don't actually hang. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there it is, guys.
Yeah. What are we, 7 minutes in and we're getting smutty already? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So tonight's podcast, we were going to talk about something that we can both relate to.
I'll spit it off you guys. Music, baby.
Yep. And the strange thing is this irony? Because of what day it is?
Yeah, I think that probably would be.
Would that classify as irony?
I think so.
So I came up with this idea for this podcast that we'll do, talk about music, what we like, dislike, etc., etc. And it turns out it's Bartolomeo Cristofori's 360th birthday, and he was, of course, the inventor of the piano. What's going on, guys? Did I get did his spirit sort of, I don't know, possess me for a bit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Explaining what happened.
That's what happened. So, Phil, what sort of music do you like?
At the minute, just chilled out stuff. Anything where it makes life seem a little bit more pleasant. So just chill step, specifically. I'm not going to give you a list of artists, because I just listen to the mixes, man. It's just loads of one different artist after another.
You not got a favourite band or anything like that?
Like a favourite band? Like at the minute?
Just ever? You've got to have a favourite band. Or a favourite musician?
Not really. No, I don't actually. Whitechapel would. If I had to pick one, it would be Whitechapel.
How can you not have a favourite? Or at least somebody who could potentially be a rolling favourite?
I know what you're saying. I probably do, but I'm not aware of it right now.
No, so I think you do pretty much seem to listen to ambient chill out every time I move. I've started listening to it a while back. It's great. I love space rock and just chill out music and ambience. It just makes you feel like you're floating.
Yeah, I used to just like all the metal stuff like back in the day, but I think the kind of music that you're listening to corresponds with your mindset, like generally speaking.
Yeah,
like corresponds with like the type of person you are at that time.
I think so too.
So that's probably why like a lot of like young teenagers are the people that you'll see at like metal concerts.
Yeah,
because their minds are all over the place. I'm fucking trying to rebel against all this shit.
Yeah.
So subsequently, the music that they seek out is fucking die. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a coincidence, man.
Teenage angst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Who's your favourite?
Teenage angst sort of things. Yeah, angst. I do like 26, but I do like a bit of teenage angst. Yeah. Favourite artists? Chris Cornell, Fleetwood Mac, Hendrix,
nice.
Hendrix, Rolling Stones editors,
God, I hate the fucking Rolling Stones.
I like some of the songs. Metallica, some Metallica material. Led Zeppelin, of course. They were killer. Such a good band. Such a good band.
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars, some of that stuff. Soundgarden. I like grunge. The thing is with me, I like classical too.
But old school, like fucking Beethoven and shit, Mozart and that.
Like Pachelbel, Canon in D major, that sort of stuff.
Huh?
Yeah. I like orchestral pieces. I like pieces like You, which is ambient chill out, sort of space psychedelic music, which is just sort of, it's that mellow sort of sound. I love that. I like mixes of just rock music, which is just like guitar work. Like you'll find these like epic rock ballads on like the likes of YouTube, like hour-long mixes of just like music that's just made as instrumentals. You can train to it. I like movie soundtracks, music from Batman and all that sort of stuff. Lord of the Rings, like everything. Country and Western, it's a big one when I was growing up. That country and Western. Yeah. So traditional country and Western. Not Garth Brooks or all like that.
What does that Johnny Cash guy fall under? Because everyone like fucking beats off over him, but I've never. Like, what's his genre of music? It
would be country or country blues. Country. Yeah.
Because he's like, it's cool to like him, innit?
I suppose so.
I got a Johnny Cash tattoo. There's actually a UFC fight with a Johnny Cash tattoo, I think.
Is there?
I can't remember.
He made great music. What about his cover of 9 Inch Nails? Hurt? You heard that?
Psh.
Dude, you're dead to me. You need to check that out.
I'm quite uncultured when it comes to music.
So it seems.
/ absolutely everything in the world. But do you not find that with music you have this like, I don't know, like where you feel your stuff is definitely the best in the world. Whatever you're into is definitely the best stuff to be into. And everybody else is sort of like below you, like, yeah, they're not really into that, like, and then you'll pick like this tiny little subgenre where you're like, yeah, they're into that, but I'm into this, which sort of makes me a little bit better. Like, yeah, I'm into metal. Oh, you into metal? Yeah, I can't really get away with metal. What I tend to listen to is like post, I'll just make some shit up, post-epic mathcore doom rock. And you're like, what? Are you fucking talking like us?
Oh, you ain't heard of this? It's a new thing.
But where people act like in this pretentious like nature.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that like over the years. Like people say, oh yeah, I like, I don't know, Green Day, or I like fucking The Offspring, or I like Korn, and I'm like, back in the day I used to be, yeah, but it's not heavy enough for me, I need something a little bit heavier, like, like Whitechapel, Ship of Despair.
Ship of Despair.
Yeah.
It's just the titles give it away.
There's only one tune I used to listen to by this band called Ship of Despair, and it was called Curse Life.
Wow.
It's actually one of my favourite songs ever. It's fucking brilliant. But that corresponded with, like, I used to listen to that all the time when my head was fucked.
Yeah.
When I was like feeling depressed all the time, that song was being played on a daily basis. When I've been feeling good, the kind of shit that ends up getting played is stuff like Vibrosphere, Blue Tech, just nice like ambient shit where you're like, where it just makes the world feel bright, colourful, and
psychedelic.
A nice place to be. Yeah, psychedelic. Yeah. So I think there's something to that where the music corresponds with the mindset.
I think so. Yeah.
It's probably been said a million times before. I'm trying to
pass
this off as like an original point, but
probably because it's true though. I mean, somebody who listens to dark music about dark events and dark emotions isn't going to be walking down the street skipping and laughing, are they?
Yeah.
It's definitely reflective on somebody's personality, because music is so personal.
Mm-hmm.
It's so personal. I remember when Ryan and Chris were taking the mick out of me for bands I liked, and I took a proper huff, took a stinking huff over it. It was a few years ago now, but just like, you don't know, man.
Oh yeah.
It's my music, you don't know.
You just don't get it.
You don't get it.
You don't understand the nuances in the
they get
songs.
Me. You don't get me. They get me. That's what it was like. It's like a personal attack.
How class is it when you find a tune that one, like the melody itself, totally resonates with like how you feel at the time.
Yeah.
And two, when the lyrics also really fucking like apply.
It's the best.
Then it's just like, this is exactly what I need right now. I need to hear it's I don't know. It's as if it like represents your life.
Yeah, it's the best. The problem with me is in that situation, I'll usually listen to the track to death.
Ah, yeah.
Until the track becomes just like boring, I become obsessed over it.
Yeah, like your brain starts. Whenever you play it, you actually stop hearing it.
Yeah.
You just focus on other things because you've heard it so many times. I ruin nearly every song that I like.
I'm the same. But I do. Sorry, guys, just
being a greedy fuck.
Getting some popcorn. Josh was saying that he didn't like the fact that I was eating on the podcast. I can't remember which podcast it was, but
Fuck, we eating?
I don't eat during the podcast as well.
I know. What the hell? Unless you were eating my ass, of course.
Could have well been, Phil. Could have well been. But look at all these these ancient tribal cultures who these days use music. Native Americans, when they sing with that sort of it's almost like a wail.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
It's class.
It's about that bioenergetic release you get from it.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing about the fire, singing, banging on the drums.
It's mad how all cultures have a musical element to their society.
Mm-hmm.
It music just transcends humanity. It's just a part of the human experience.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange? There's not really a group where there'll not be a country where music's never played.
Nah.
Some crazy Islamist dudes, not all of them, but some of them try to stop you from listening to pop music and stuff.
Do they?
I think so. That could be Western bullshit trying to make we hate them, but I think there is some people that interpret it in a way where yeah, you're not allowed to listen to music. The Caliphate, the ISIS shit, Iraq, Syria.
Hmm.
I can imagine they give you shit for blasting out the top 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they'd appreciate that.
No.
Guys, you're gonna have to turn that off.
Get this off now or lose your head. Yeah, I'll lose my head, please, because living here fucking sucks.
It does. Repression? Are you kidding me? Fuck that
I
shit.
mean, it's awesome.
Imagine being in that sort of culture where
you
just can't do what you want to do, especially the women.
Oh, nah.
Eating at a different time, walk behind me, dress so you can just see your eyes.
Sounds fucking brilliant, doesn't it?
Can we do that over here?
Yeah, bring that in. Bring that Sharia stuff in here, please.
Haven't heard much about ISIS lately.
I know, they've sort of cooled down the news, haven't they? I imagine they're still getting up to some crazy shit.
They're just probably not trendy anymore.
Aye.
And that's the scary thing.
Wait a minute. A baby has been born to the royals. Let's talk about this.
Well, fuck that.
You know what I mean? No, I don't want to hear about the guys over there getting killed. Fuck that.
I didn't even realise Kate was pregnant until
I totally forgot. I just totally forgot. Do you know what it is, right?
It's annoying.
Back a few... I was going to say a few hundred years ago. How's that, mate? You're only 27 years old. A few years ago, back in the ultra conspiracy days, I used to, courtesy of David Icke and people like that, I used to be thinking along the lines of, the fucking British royal family are definitely a part of the Illuminati, man.
Yeah,
They're definitely reptilians. They just want your fucking blood. And I used to think that they were just sinister people, but now I'm just of course they're fucking not. That William dude, he's always seemed like a nice guy. That Kate, she's just a normal chick.
Yeah.
Harry, he's a fucking legend. Dude got caught smoking dope. Dressed as a Nazi to a fucking fancy dress party once. You know what I mean? They're just fucking regular people.
Yeah.
Well, they're not regular people, but they're human. You know what I mean? They're not fucking reptiles. They're not insane people.
Oh, you don't think they're reptiles?
Not at all. No.
Listen up, David Icke. Phil from Two Guys With Garage doesn't believe they're reptiles.
No, it just doesn't seem to make sense.
Seems very far out, doesn't it?
He's William and that, he's just too nice a guy. They're just normal people. You know what I mean? When you see William and what you call Kate, out and about doing the thing,
Come on.
they just go for it, buddy. They just seem like nice, happy, chilled out people. I mean, they might not be, but that doesn't seem to be this thing about them where you're under the surface you're probably fucking sacrificing children. You know what I mean? That just doesn't seem like that is a part of the model.
Under the surface, you've got scaly skin and a forked tongue.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder why he chose to go with that theory in the early 90s, because, I mean, we're both big fans of David Icke.
There's a dude called Credo Mutwa or something.
Credo Mutwa.
He came across him, didn't he, in Africa or something?
Yeah.
And I think...
From he's living in a... They might as well be living in the days of the cavemen, because their technological difference between us and them is so vast that he could be seeing dragons at night.
I know. And when he's when this, so I presume that it was him or people like this dude anyway, these tribal type of dudes that sort of let David Icke in on the secret fucking hidden knowledge.
Yep.
They're reptiles, man. The people that run the world are reptilian. And really, the guy was probably whoever told him that shit. It was probably more metaphorical than
I think it probably was. Yeah.
It was probably just look at the cold-blooded nature of the types of people that end up in these really high tier positions, you know, Rockefeller, Rothschild type dudes and all that. But this guy was probably just like, you know, as I say, speaking in metaphors and stuff, and David Icke was like, really? The Queen is a fucking reptilian? How the fuck did I not realise that before? You know? And David Icke's come back and like, right, I've another crack now, guys.
No, I love David Icke.
So do I. I've got loads of his books. The guy's
I
awesome.
think he's entertaining as fuck. I think he's got such a stage presence. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's some of his theories and his ideas on political views and the world I can totally get on board with.
Yeah, they make more sense than what a lot of the actual current politicians in the UK talk like. Like you'd sort of align yourself more with him politically than you would with any of these fucking nut jobs.
But then what he does on the flip side of the coin is he sort of shits on himself when he starts saying reptiles take over rule the world. He says that Saturn's a space station, the moon's a space station.
Yeah.
Obviously we can't confirm or deny how true that is, but he's really not helping himself by doing that. If you take out these fantastical elements and you keep the sort of positive thinking, live your life to the best potential, human growth, all the better parts of his books and his stage shows, if you keep them together, separate the myth from reality, and work on these things that you can actually, you know, work on as a human being. Because if the moon's a space station, who the fuck's gonna know? But you can work on the idea of being a better person, working on the political system, trying to improve your way of life, doing what you want to do for you. If you focus just on that, he'd probably have 10 times more followers than he does. But I suppose it's the conspiracy side of things that's brought a lot of his fans in.
Definitely. And
there's no proof though, that's the problem, isn't it?
And he's not really like ever tried to put himself across as like a spiritual leader. You know what I mean? He's not really like trying to tell you how to live your life, like, oh, this is, you know, if you do this, life will be great. I mean, I'm sure he's give like advice here and there, but his whole thing is just about like him truly being himself, really, isn't it? Like, it's not about going, well, let's figure out how I can have the most influence politically in England. He's never been like that. He's just been like, this is what I've came across, this is what I believe, fucking there you go. I don't give a shit if you believe it one way or another. And I love that about him, mate. I think that's class. Like, David Icke, you're fucking nuts, man. Saturn is not a fucking space station. That's, you know, I think that's safe to say it's not a space station, okay? In the moon, no. the fucking moon has like a physical effect on the Earth, like
tides. Like,
how could it be a space station? What the fuck do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If the moon wasn't there, then life would never have evolved anyway. So surely the moon preceded life, and life didn't fucking like evolve without the moon and then create the moon, because the fucking I don't know why I'm swearing like this, but the climate would be up and down, to the point where life couldn't evolve. So I don't get how he thinks that it's the moon is. Does he think it's man-made or something?
He believes it's a man-made structure by higher powers, whether these are reptilian overlords or. Now, I just want to say that, going back to what I was saying before about this podcast being about music, yeah, we've totally drifted off topic because that's what we do.
As soon as you mentioned David Icke.
Or reptilians.
That just opened the whole can of worms.
I think it was actually when you mentioned the royal baby.
Yeah.
That things changed.
Where the hell did I mention that again?
I don't know, I can't remember. And it was only a few minutes ago.
There was a reason. Like a link.
Losing my marbles, Phil.
Oh, it was because we were talking about ISIS.
And repression.
And
music.
Repression, yeah.
But, what tangent? Sorry, it's not going to be about music. I'm just going to go with the flow. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I think David Icke, the stuff he does stand up for, maybe 90% of it's totally plausible, and he deserves a pat on the back for what he's doing. But then there's that little percentage of stuff that's just, it's just too extreme, and it discredits him enough for the haters to still hate.
Oh yeah, but like, this is the way I like judge him. Ultimately, who would you rather you live next to? David Icke or fucking Ed Miliband? Or David Cameron? Actually, David Cameron doesn't piss us off as much as he pisses other people off, but like Ed Miliband does. Like, I just can't
I think he's quite funny. I quite like him, mate.
I'm such a fucking judgmental prick when it comes to him. Just everything about him, it just activates my kill you instinct. I'm just like, I need to strangle him.
Elections on Thursday.
Is it?
You voting?
Shows how much I give a shit. No, definitely not.
No.
People get like really pissed off when people don't vote. They're like, well, if
People died for that film.
exactly.
People fucking died,
You died
for that film.
freedom of democracy. You don't want to take advantage of that, huh? Why don't you go live in Nazi Germany, you fuck? Aye. Well, I don't want to do that either. But like, none of these people are my people. I'm not one of them.
That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, politicians just don't talk like normal people.
I know that's strange.
They
Very,
might as
very
well be
strange people.
androids or robots. Just
Yeah.
talk to me on my level. And that sounds human.
Be a
Please
real
sound human.
person. You know, have a Leslie Grantham fucking crazy webcam pic come out. At least then I know you're a real person. You know what I mean? These guys are like spotless, aren't they? You know, they've got a clean record. Like, you never hear any crazy shit. Like, wait a minute. Everyone's done something fucked up.
Yeah.
Yet somehow you haven't. Then you're not in a position where you should be leading me.
I'm all for
because you're not
this
a normal
country.
person.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Be more normal.
I know.
I know they've got to be put on this slight pedestal because
Yeah.
they're in a position of power. They've got to seem like they've got authority because of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But try and be a bit more human with it, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
try and be a little bit more clued up.
Yeah.
How can you expect somebody who lives in a rough area to be able to talk to you and look at you at the same level as he or she is on when you speak like you've got a spoon up your backside and you
Oh,
speak like a
totally.
robot?
There's no like true beliefs by any of them, because what do they always say? We've got to try and win votes. So what does someone like Labour say? That they'll try and promise the poorer people like loads more money. So instantly, all the poorer dudes, they'll just hear that. Well, that'll better me personally. So yeah, they get my vote.
Yeah.
But then there's a whole host of other shit that they'll bring into play, like getting the country massively in debt again, like a bunch of idiots.
Whoopsie.
That like, you know, if you look at the big picture, you're like, oh yeah, they're really shit. They're a fucking awful choice.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking of just yourself and that little promise that they've said to try and win your vote, then yeah, well, you know what, I'll go into the booth and fucking tick red.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever the fuck.
Well, that's why a lot of people don't like Nick Clegg, isn't it? Because he broke his promise about the university fees.
Oh yeah, tuition fees, yeah.
He's desperate for a coalition, him. He's just hanging on by his fingernails. He's like, come on, I'll go with anybody, come on. If you're losing, I'll go with you. Dickhead. I mean, I say dickhead, I don't mean that, I'm being a dick.
It's
by
just the
saying
whole
that.
system's fucking weird.
Yeah. And this division between people. You're voting for who? You're voting for the Conservatives? Why? You should be Labour.
Oh yeah, that
You're voting for Labour? What are you voting for UKIP for? What are you voting for them for? What are you voting for them for?
Yeah, if I told my granddad,
Divide and rule.
if I told my granddad that I was going to be voting Labour, I would have to sit there through like a 4-hour lecture of why Labour were absolutely terrible and shit and how you should go and vote Conservative. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then there'll be people, you know, vice versa. I've got a mate across in Mexico. I'm sure if I told him I was voting Conservative, he would probably be telling me, well, this is why you should vote Labour, you crazy fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and people like just so stringently stick to these sides. It's like, every one of them makes like a decent point here and there.
Yeah.
But as a total package, it's like, you're just awful. Like, you're not, as you say, like, they lack this human element to them.
That's the scary thing.
They're just odd. But then, how could you have that in a tribe of 60 million people?
True, but then look at Nigel Farage. He gives it that slight human element that I think politicians need.
See, he's obviously they're crazy, and to be fair, if you voted them, and chances are they do some fucking damage. Like if they ended up running the country. But yeah, like you don't feel as bad towards him if you're like politically neutral, like I am, because you're like you'll say like, oh yeah, I want to go for a pint. You know, or he will just go for a pint. You know, he smokes and all that shit. You're like, yeah, this is a regular guy. He's got his flaws. At least he admits to them. He doesn't try to hide from them.
Now
He tells it like it is.
How great would it be if we managed to get him on the podcast?
Nigel Farage.
On Skype, or just something like that, or just ring in. Nigel, come on, I want to back you up here.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Let's get you on the podcast.
Just like dose him with some psilocybin mushrooms. Hey guys, I don't know why he's mad, but I'm starting to see things a little differently. You ever thought that we are all one?
That's the real world, buddy.
Yeah. I can't say that happening, bud, but
You never know.
but let's send him an email.
Or WhatsApp him.
Yo,
Yo, Nige.
you're fresh. What's up, dog?
But the thing with politics is it's steeped in unscrupulous behaviour. It's steeped in fuckery. People doing
pedo rings.
Pedo rings. You want to talk to me about the pedo rings, sir?
You want to talk about those pedophile rings you got going on there?
And all the cover-ups, all the cover-ups. That's just, you always get these dodgy situations.
I know.
These incestuous little bits and bobs that always pop out of the woodwork.
They just try their very best to preserve their reputation. And it's like, there's something really, really false about that. Because you're not, again, just to repeat this for the third time, you're not admitting to that, like, human, like, element.
It's when they can't answer straight questions.
I know, they answer questions with questions, or they just...
Or they blame someone else for something else.
Or they'll just start talking about something completely different. You're like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
You weren't asked about that. You weren't asked about the NHS. How come now you're talking about how the Conservatives have fucked up the NHS? What you were asked about what would you do for, like, you know, I don't know, disability benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm doing something crazy. Like, what the fuck? Aren't they trying to dictate to you? Usually, when they're getting interviewed, they'll end up like, they'll stop people from actually fully asking a question, and they'll turn it into their own question that they want to answer.
Yeah.
That gets my fucking back at that, because
Did
you piece of shit.
Did you see the interview with Robert Downey Jr. where he stormed off?
No, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he plays Iron Man.
Who was interviewing?
Krishnan Gurumurthy from Channel 4 News.
What was that chick?
No, it's like an Indian bloke.
Oh, right. I'll put it right now.
He was interviewing him. Bear in mind, Robert Downey Jr. has probably been doing interviews for hours, promoting the new Avengers movie. So Krishnan Gurumurthy starts probing into Robert Downey Jr.'s past, asking about drug addiction, how he gets on with his dad and stuff. But he does it in such a way that it's really unprofessional, and it's the wrong situation to conduct that sort of an interview. It's just the wrong time.
What a dick.
He's on a press junket for the movie. They've only got a few minutes, and he's asking questions about his past, about his dark past. And you can tell it. Robert Downey Jr. is getting seriously pissed off, and he storms off.
So the Avengers is out in, whenever, May. How did it feel being raped when you were 5? What? I ain't got nothing doing that, man.
He says, his words, what are we doing here? What we doing? And he starts asking these questions, but he's done it before. He did it with Quentin Tarantino a few years ago, but Quentin Tarantino didn't walk off. He gave him an ear battering.
You ever seen Tarantino talking like a black guy?
Strangest thing.
Like legit talking.
Strange. Just when he's around black people, he speaks black. Quentin, you're a white guy.
Yo, so I was like, yeah, man, we're cool. We be cool. Like, what? What the fuck are you on about? That's a strange thing. How that like pisses you off. Like, say for example, you see a white guy talking like a black guy,
right?
Like, on these like videos where some white teenagers kicking off, but he's like, he's talking, shut the fuck up, man. What's up? You're like, you're just like, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid cunt? And vice versa, if like a black kid, like they rip on like fellow black kids if they thought they were acting white.
Yeah.
Like what's that all about?
Yeah.
We just don't like it, do we? People don't like it when they feel like they're getting betrayed by their own like kind.
Yeah, but look at us. We speak American, and our accents are probably shit. But we dip into doing these daft American accents all the time.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that? Do you want to explain that, Phil, to the
do.
listeners? Because whenever I'm around you, I talk like that, and it's only since I've started, spending quite a bit of time with you. Fill them in.
Well, for me, it all starts when I used to chill with my mates back in the day from school. So for some reason, we just all started like talking American. So when we're around each other, we'd talk more in a daft, just to take the piss.
Yeah.
We'd use the accent almost more than what we'd use what actual normal voices. And then that's fucking imprinted in my brain now. So a lot of the time, no matter who I'm talking to, I'll talk in that stupid American accent. And then it changed because it used to be like just generic American. But then having watched The Sopranos like the full like 6 series or whatever, like 3 times in a row.
Never seen it.
Now it turns into talking like this, Get the fuck out of here. So, it's just odd. You tend to, I think you talk like those who you're attached to. That's why kids tend to sound like their parents. Because they're attached to them. Or if they're not attached to the parents.
Does that mean we're attached, Phil?
I know, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, we're attached, buddy.
We're pretty attached,
We're
dude.
attached to the cat.
We're now sitting face to face, and we're almost attached physically. Almost attached.
Yeah, so
That's interesting. That attachment, it's a big thing, isn't it?
people walk like their parents as well.
They walk like their parents.
Because it's just from like visually seeing how their parents walk, they then infer, oh, that's how to walk. And that's why people... And I do. I know for a fact that I walk like my dad. Like, totally, exactly the same. Just walk like him.
That's crazy.
And I've seen other people where they walk like their mums and stuff, and I'm like, God, they bounce around just like their mum. Weird. But it makes sense, because, like, you've got to learn
It does, but something like walking, you would have thought that would just come natural.
Aye, and from just experimenting when you were a
Yeah,
little baby.
and that you wouldn't walk like your parents.
I know. Yeah, you think you'd just settle into your own, like, body's groove, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, I wonder what would happen to a blind person. I wonder how they'd walk. Like, if presumably
they'd shuffle, wouldn't they?
Aye, because they would never see their parents walk. They must be that way. They just develop their own way of walking. I suppose they've got to walk quite tentatively, like, because, you know, and storm went through, bang, 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 fuck. I've just knocked out 10 people on a fucking 15-metre stretch there. Sorry, guys, I forgot my dog.
I had to swerve the car today. There was a pigeon on the road.
Oh.
In Whitley Bay. Pigeon.
The fuckers won't move half the time, will they?
Well, I got a story attached to this, Phil. He's jumping in right here.
Hi there. You jump in the fridge for me, please, bud.
What you getting?
That lush energy drink over
Oh,
there.
sweet Jesus. Oh. We don't promote on the podcast, but look at this. Rockstar. If you're watching this on video, you'll see it. So what happened was had to swerve the car in front did the same. I seen it coming. There's this white pigeon. This white feral pigeon. It wasn't a dove. And one of its, like, I think it was its left wing. It was kinked up. Broken, obviously.
Oh.
And then while it's walking along, you know, in between the traffic, Herringle comes down and start trying to fucking savage it.
Fuck.
So I don't know what happened. I don't know whether it ended up being knocked over. Somebody helped it, because there was people. They looked like it was a guy going over to give it a hand. So I don't know if he went over and helped it, or if that herringle came down and got it. Because I know in some cities across the UK, herringles, the standard seagull, eat pigeons if they're short of food. Because there's so many feral pigeons kicking around cities, they'll just come down and get them.
That's insane.
Because they're savage. Gulls are savage. It's like herons. Herons will eat not just fish, chicks. They'll eat ducks, smaller birds.
The odd dinosaurs.
The odd dinosaur, stoats, weasels,
What?
rats. Savage nature will just take any opportunity it can to.
Seagulls are big fucking bastards, really. Like,
They are.
Like, the full wingspan of one of them. If one of them was, like, in the house flapping around, you'd be like, fucking hell, it's huge!
And think about
it's a
how
fucking
many
pterodactyl!
think about how many are flying around like coastal towns. There's some nesting outside my window at home. There's loads. There's absolutely loads. There's hundreds kicking around Whitley Bay.
Take over.
They're big birds.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem to forget how big they are, but a few weeks back I was taking the bin out and there was a juvenile, so not an adult, juvenile, and it was just looking at us through the kitchen window, and I could see it because I chucked some bread up for it, feeding the dinosaurs, and it's looking at us, and I had a thought to myself. I thought, that is a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Looking at its face. I mean, it was a good 15 feet away, but I thought, that's a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that is a dinosaur. Just you can see its eye and the way it moves its head.
Yeah, it's creepy, really.
It is. Yeah.
It was like... It's weird when, like, animals move their heads so fast like that. You're like, what does the world look like when you're moving that fast? Flies? You know when flies just dart? They're just like, boom. Like, what's that shit where they say, like, anti-gravity or something? You know, when they're trying to say, oh yeah, the aliens have got these kind of ships where they can just be going one way and then instantaneously change direction.
Yeah.
Like, what do they generally call that?
Zero gravity, is it?
Something like that, isn't it? Aye. But that's how, like, flies move, isn't it? They're just going one way and then instantly they're bombing another way. I wonder what their perspective is like, their experience.
I wonder if time seems to flow at the same speed as it does for us.
Aye. Yeah, because it must be slower. Because they're going faster.
Yeah.
So things must, like, slow right down. Otherwise it wouldn't react. You know what I mean? Like, when they say, like, a big hand trying to clap them, and they're just like, idiot. Mammal. You mammal fuck.
You fool.
I'm a fucking fly.
Can't
I'm
get me.
gonna get out of here.
No strings on me.
Yeah, dude, check this out. But check it out. I mean, taste it. It's absolutely disgusting.
You kidding me?
Rockstar X-Durance, not endurance. Endurance? X-Durance, baby.
Alright.
It's such a letdown. The can's so beautiful. Tastes like shit.
Oh!
It's horrible, isn't it?
That tastes like shit.
It's got everything that sucked us in. Endurance. Yeah, cool.
Ah,
Performance energy. Yeah.
great.
Electric fruit mix.
What does that even mean?
I'm on board. Electric fruit. Fuck yes. Open the can. It tastes like a fucking kiwi fruit that like someone stood on.
It's got like the aftertaste of grapefruit too.
Mm-hmm.
But it tastes watered down.
Yeah, it's just a piece of shit.
Whereas,
Oh, this is it, man. Watermelon flavour. Watermelon? Who the fuck wants a watermelon flavour energy drink?
watermelon's like 95% water anyway, isn't it?
And 1% melon. I know, what the hell? I'm let down with that. I mean, look at the colours, guys. For the benefit of the viewing audience. That is a beautiful colour can. Not as nice as that one. But you know... Oh, you remember when I showed you the Big Phil energy drink that I found?
Yeah.
Did I tell you? Didn't I? It tastes like shit.
It tastes like shit.
Just utter, like, off egg.
Did you get... Oh, God. Did you get a buzz off it, though?
No, did I fuck?
Oh, shit.
Still drank it. I was just like...
Big Phil ain't so big anymore.
I was like, Big Phil energy drink. I was like, holy shit, get in.
Speaking of how big Phil is, that's what I've changed my seating position here because I felt inferior where I was before. I looked fucking tiny next to Phil. I'm not the smallest bloke in the world.
Aye, but I'm heavy as fuck though.
What are you, 19 stone?
Just over 19 stone.
Shit.
Been dying now.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy.
Been taking my creatine.
Yeah, good boy. Well done.
Thanks, man.
Been training hard too.
Yeah.
We'll stop talking about the gym. We've bogged the podcast down with gym chatter
Yeah, people hear
for
that.
too long, haven't they? People will probably be saying, "You're touching my leg, Phil.
You fucking asshole.
Stop getting so fucking close, man."
He's invaded my ball space, guys, and it's
If I hadn't done that, I would have looked inferior.
So
First off the podcast, I was sat back
do you
here.
want me to just sit down here and look?
I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing right here. Again, the listeners won't be able to see that. We're gonna have to do something here. We're gonna have to
have one of those like people. You know what are they called? On programs where
a producer.
not the people that do the sign language, but the people that do like an audio description.
Yeah.
Like Rachel is now chopping up her cardigan on Friend. You know,
David is pretending to
jerk off.
jerk off Phil.
That's what we do. We need to hire someone for that. David is pretending to poke Phil's asshole. Phil is pretending he enjoys it. Phil has actually ejaculated all over David's new pants.
Oh, can we just take down the smut level on this podcast, please?
No.
Nobody's gonna watch this or listen to this if we keep talking smutty.
I disagree.
Do you disagree?
Yeah, I think dudes like to hear stupid shit like this, just crazy stories that like everyone can relate to. For example, beating off. Everyone can relate to beating off. Even chicks.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking beat off from time to time.
Of course they do, man. Let's not
Yeah.
discriminate here. Of course they do. Maybe more so than men, huh?
That would be one for the books, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We found out that. They'd be lying to us this whole time. There was once this chick in high school, like she was the only one that admitted that she like had a little fill from time to time.
Time to time, huh?
She happened to be one of the nicest looking lasses in the year.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine how awesome that was to hear. And I was like, first thing I do when I get home, I am going to picture that while I do it myself. But why do people not admit to that? Like girls? Why is it embarrassing?
I don't know, because it's a perfectly natural, normal thing for humans to do.
Of course you're going to touch your genitals. You do that when you're a kid.
And why'd you do it? Because it feels kind of good.
Yeah, exactly. The simple fact that it's pleasurable.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you feeling pleasure from your own body? You're disgusting.
I don't know if I've covered this before, but statistics on porn show that women prefer watching other women
Yeah.
than they do watching men.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching lesbian porn or women.
Have you ever went on the female choice like genre on porn sites?
No.
A lot of the time it's like women cheating and stuff like that. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting this. Yeah.
Women like to
See like them getting like women like to watch themselves get dominated. Well, not themselves, but like they like to see like a bloke that's gonna like dominate another chick, and if that involves a number of males, a number of bulls, if you will,
shit.
attacking one female.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do like to see chick on chick. It's funny how that doesn't work the other way around. Like
I gotta see these guys fucking.
You know what it is? I want to see them. Let me just picture Mike and Billy from 11th grade touching each other. They're undressing each other. Yeah. You know, it just didn't work. Nothing arouses me about a blow. Like,
Well, isn't that because women don't think that all women are born bisexual?
yeah. Some people claim just humans in general. And I would say there probably is an element of that.
I would definitely say there was. Of course there is.
But what I know for a fact though is that I have no desire to like kiss a dude.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man.
Gee whiz.
Is that what you were expecting after this?
Yeah, I thought we'd maybe have a bit of a kiss and a cuddle.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was watching, like Vic had the bell on before. And this dude,
The bell?
I actually love the bell. This dude was, older guy, was like kissing this woman and just seeing the man's mouth and tongue. I was like, get that fucking shit away from me. Oh, it's such a turn off. Men are awful. Disgusting creatures.
Some men are.
Well, of course I'm not, but
I mean, you're not. You're pretty. You're a bit of a hunk. Bit of a hunky guy.
pretty odd stuff, as of course. But it's men's mouths.
Yeah.
That's the final say on that for me.
Not the ball bag and the penis. Then.
A ball bag and a penis is a lot less like disgusting to me than
A man's mouth.
A man's mouth.
Ooh.
A man's mouth and a man's arms and hands.
Them calloused hands.
It's horrible. I can't imagine that. Yeah, you ever had that?
Got them now.
See if you.
Got calloused hands now? No, nah. That's from weightlifting.
Yeah. No, I don't mean getting it from jerking off, man. I mean, have you ever jerked off with calluses on your hands? Because that feels weird.
If I have, it hasn't caused any sort of.
Are you wearing a wanking glove?
I
own a wanking
I
glove?
do wear a wanking mitt. I do.
Just an oven glove.
Mom, can I borrow the oven glove, please?
Oven glove and the baby oil. That's all I need. Why?
What for?
Just experimenting.
One of my
Science.
brothers walked in on me taking a shit the other day. I thought I'd locked the door. Turns out the door wasn't so locked. He just walked in, but he did this funny, the sort of instant reaction where he just looked to the heavens and just do a full 180 turn. Sorry.
That's much better than if you had just stared at you dead in the eyes.
If you had just went, oh my god, your piece is huge.
Sort of beaten off.
I'll just shut the door behind him.
Like, dude, I'm taking a shit. Stop wanking over me.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's awful. This is just awful. I was thinking when we were talking about like music, I was thinking, earlier on we were discussing.
Oh yes, what this podcast was meant to be about.
Bring it back to music, but sort of keep it in line with what we've been talking about.
Okay, easy.
And that is why on God's green earth did they put that crazy boner killing music in porn?
I don't think they're doing as much these days. It's
No,
more
but-
like the old sort of 1990s, 1980s porn.
True, but that shit still comes up in my searches. So sometimes
Vintage.
Sometimes I find myself, having a man session, like a solitary little session to yourself where one peruses the joys of the adult internet sites.
Yeah.
And I've heard one, I've clicked on a clip and then you'll hear this crazy, crazy tune that has just instantly made us laugh my tits off. And then it's been like, oh, game over. I'll take a break because that was too funny. You know what I mean? It's just like, that music was so stupid.
Who thought that would have been a good idea?
Unless it's the only thing that would the only reason why I could see it being there would be to stop you from fucking shooting your wad like instantaneously, which would be like, oh, this music's so stupid it's going to take us a while to actually be off here.
Here we go.
I've just bookmarked that before. That tune.
It sounds like Hendrix.
Yeah.
Hendrix will be turning in his grave.
See that music's not as bad. Such a good tune. Well, it's Mountain Pie in it. What is it when he shags the pie?
I haven't really.
Oh, because it's when he's looking at the pie on the table, I think, and he's just like, I could shag this pie right now. See, this is all the old school classic stuff.
The 1990s and 1980s porn was kind of more chilled out, wasn't it? It had that sort of those gongs and that in them.
It's when it's got like crazy saxophone shit. That's when I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Saxophone.
3 hours of sex music for intimate erotic moments, mooning, orgasm, sex porn music. Why does this podcast always come back to sex?
I don't know, right? But there's a brief tune that I want to play. That would be the worst music you could put on. Like, this is what I was thinking. You got a lass up your bedroom, right? You know,
Set the scene, Phil. Set the scene.
You've been playing a game. You're putting in the graft, and you've managed to finally seduce this beautiful young lady, and she's walking upstairs to your bedroom, and your eyes are undressing, and you're like, shit, it's gonna go down. But you say to her, 1 second, I just need to put on a little music just to set the scene there, and then if you put this on. Imagine that one, like, imagine the girl's face, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, stripping off.
Why the fuck would you put this on for?
It would be so funny just as a social experiment to see how they reacted. Just got up instantly and left.
Nah, fuck this. Fuck this.
You get the picture.
Green chill. If you had a rock song or like a song you like is your like sex song, what would it be?
Oh, it'd be a Whitechapel song where it goes like, send the slut back to hell. Just something insane where I'm like, yes.
You got some issues there, Phil.
Yes. Lots.
I don't like music on during sex.
I used to back in the day, but not now. I don't like sounds. Yeah, so many times I've been having sex and I've fucking heard the ice cream van outside. And like, it's just like,
Pop goes the weasel, Phil.
Yeah, my weasel ain't gonna go pop no more because that has put me off.
My worst thing is like if you're having sex and there's other people in the house.
Yeah.
Take it nice and slow.
Stop my stomach. I think I can hear someone. I think I can hear someone.
Someone's fucking in the other room. That's crazy. We love talking about sex.
We've never fucked.
We've yet to fuck, Phil. And humans are meant to be bisexual, so
let's get the party started.
Let's get it started. Well, I think see, the podcast is very much a work in progress. We're still trying to iron out the kinks, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Working out the kinks, alright.
Oh my god. So when the podcast did start, we were focused on specific topics per podcast, thinking about different things that would excite us, intrigue us.
Then we realised we're not excited by anything.
Well, we're not experts in
we're not into anything.
We're not experts in any field like that. So it all just became a conversation of conjecture and just opinions. And we've had some feedback saying that we should go back to our roots like that instead of just shooting the breeze as we do. But it's hard to do when you're not an expert in something. It's hard to, for instance, talk about theories on the universe when all we've got are our thoughts on said theories. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not scientists.
We really are laymen.
Yeah.
There's no knowledge here, guys.
No.
Just as you say, pure conjecture. But I think it is a good point. We should try and at least read something on the internet that's like interesting. For example, this, right? I was watching, these Vice documentaries, Vice News. Fucking absolutely brilliant. People, they're going like in Russia and chill with smackheads and find out what they're all about and all this crazy shit. They're going all over the world, ISIS, and I was watching this one where they went to Colombia to like research this drug, which I forget the name of it, but it's like nickname is the Devil's Breath. You ever heard of it?
No.
Fucking scariest shit you've ever heard of. What people do, right? It's this plant and they can, like, I don't know, crush it up. I don't know how they fucking prepare it, but what they do, it's so easy to like dose somebody with. They'll have it in the hand, right? They'll be walking past someone and they'll just go, just blow it in your face. Wait, blew the mic out there. Hope I'm.
Oh no.
But they'll just go right inside, and then they're like, pretty much, I think instantaneously under the influence of this drug, right? Completely strips them of their free will. They turn into just like a child. They go about like being a kid, and you can instruct them to do whatever you want.
Shit.
And also, it fucks up the whole memory part of your brain. Where after it's happened, hours later, they don't fucking have any recollection of what's just happened. They can't like identify anybody that dosed them. They just have no memory of it. And so these like criminals will go around dosing people, getting them to take them to their own flats and getting them to help them rob their own flat for them. Yeah, they'll do so. And obviously, you know, what's the main thing dudes are going to do? Oh, there's a beautiful young lady. Allow me to fuck her. And, you know, rape people, kill people. It's just the most insane shit you've ever heard of. It's absolutely terrifying. Like, imagine that. You wake up and you're just like, God, my arsehole is fucking knacking.
Burning.
And you open your bedroom door. Where the fuck's my stuff? And then you go to see the bloody CCTV cameras in your apartment block. What am I doing carrying my TV out and loading it into the back of a truck with these fucking 3 crazy masked idiots?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of shit has happened.
That's mad, that.
It's so crazy that it's like, what, that drug actually exists? Because it sounds like bullshit.
It sounds like something completely made up for a movie, or...
Doesn't it? But it's real. Legitimately is real. The Devil's Breath. What a class nickname for a drug.
It is a good name for it, but imagine being Devil's Breathed.
Yeah.
Being a victim of that. It'd be awful.
It totally fucks with their lives because it makes them aware of how they just had zero control, and that's what fucks with the guys and the women.
Yeah.
The idea that, like, God, they really had zero control over their actions and were just susceptible to absolutely anything. You can tell them to do anything, and that's why there is this conspiracy. Remember the dude that shot up the cinema in America?
Yeah.
The Joker kid.
Yeah.
Some people are like, yeah, he might have been like just dosed with the devil's breath, and someone's been like, right, take this gun and just go and fucking shoot the shit out of that place. Because didn't he claim that he had no memory of it?
I don't know.
I mean, you know, the chances are he's probably just a legit maniac.
Yeah.
Because of all the prescription drugs that the guy was probably taking. But I thought, fuck, yeah, that is the kind of thing you could probably do. Like, just dose them with this devil's breath, give them a gun and say, yeah, just go on there and just start shooting the place up. And I think people would comply because they have no free will. How fucking insane is that?
It's terrifying to think that somebody can control you like that so easily. Just breathe it in, done.
I know.
For that moment in time, you're controlled, and then you snap out of it.
Yeah.
What's happened? I'm gonna fucking clue.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's just the most terrifying thing.
Russia would be a scary place to live anyway, though.
Well, this was Colombia.
Oh, right, sorry.
But Russia has this fucking insane drug called crocodile. They probably call it crocodile because that's probably Russian for crocodile. You ever seen the effect of that? Oh, it is sick what it does to their skin. It's like, I think it's some cheap, like, heroin alternative, you know, like if they can't afford whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this horrible, awful, life and body and soul destroying drug that turns them into looking like fucking reptiles. Just type in, check out the images.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's lush, mate. Gorgeous.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. But some people honestly think, look at that, the fucking scaliness of it.
So it just...
There's much worse than that as well.
It just destroys your skin.
Yeah, it says that it just turns people into fucking living zombies.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's awful, isn't it?
Don't look up this photo on Google. Shit, it just eats your tissue.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So there's 2 crazy drugs for you there, mate. Crocodile and the devil's breath. Let's party.
Yeah, don't take them. Fuck.
It's a massive problem in Russia.
Is it addictive? Is that why?
Yeah, it's people that are like hooked on, you know, like smack. The people with real problems, real fucking drug addiction problems, and I think this is something that they can like make a little bit cheaper, but it's just so bad for you. But when you're an addict and you need to feel something,
yeah,
you'll fucking take it. People, you know, that's just the way the human brain works. And even though the families like die, you know, they'll have brothers that have died from it, cousins, friends. They'll still keep taking it, and even though they see their like bodies just rotten in front of their very eyes, they'll still take it because that's how horrible addiction is.
Addiction's a horrible thing.
Tell you what, Russia and Colombia, no thanks.
Nah, not going.
Not really asked if I never ever get to see there.
Nah, no. Oh, Russia is beautiful in the winter. Nah, not going. Not going.
I'm fine. I'll just check it out on the internet.
Quite happy to just go and Bing images. Fuck going. It's one of them places. There's countries in Africa I just couldn't go to. Afghanistan and Israel, all them sorts of places. In the Middle East, nah, not going. Nah,
I'm fine. That'll do me. Just fucking Britain and America and, maybe France, Germany.
Would you go to Auschwitz?
I would check that out.
Yeah.
But that's meant to be like a horrible experience though, when you're actually inside and it like dawns on you, fuck.
This is where a shitload of people were
Men, women
executed.
and children were fucking just gassed to fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Just inhale the gas, please.
It almost makes it crazy that people go and visit it like a museum, because that's what it is. It's a museum. Yeah, this is where loads of people died. Yeah, just come and have a look around.
Well, do you think it's a bit morbid and that? But it is a huge
it is a huge historical thing, but think about it though, it's a very, very morbid thing.
Yeah, but the people that go probably feel like, in a sense, apart from curiosity, they probably like feel that they ought to the people that died under shitty circumstances.
I definitely don't think that people go
like out of just pure go interest.
Yeah, I think people go fully aware of why they're going. They know what went on there, and it's just curiosity to actually see where this happened, where these atrocities took place in World War II.
It's so fucked up, isn't it?
Oh, it's you just kind of. It wasn't that long ago, really. 70 years.
Yeah.
75 years or so.
About that. When was it actually taking place?
Was it 1944?
So it was towards the end of the war.
I think it was towards the end of the war, wasn't it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it was, but it was less than 100 years ago.
The late 30s, early 40s. It was when it was fucking occurring.
It was the early 40s, yeah. But it's just, you think about it like that, and you think that's not too long ago.
Nah, not at all.
That's fucking atrocious. But then you think, oh, hang on a minute. In Colombia, people are getting their heads chopped off for drugs and that. People are getting their family's heads are being chopped off because they kind of pay back money for drugs and all that sort of shit. Drug wars. Chainsaw to the neck, off you come.
Jimmy Carr's got this class joke, which I'm going to now butcher entirely. But he can say, because see, that's strength in numbers. Tell that to 6 million Jews. That's pretty. Oh, Dinsey didn't laugh there.
I don't like Jimmy Carr. I don't find him funny.
Do you not? No. Oh, get the fuck out of this house right now.
Refuse.
Garage, I mean. Get out. No. Why do you not like him? Actually, I don't give a shit. Like, oh, you don't like him? Fuck you then. Yeah.
He's not my brand of humour.
Who is? Joe Brand.
Ironically, Russell Brand.
Really?
I like Russell Brand.
I used to love Russell Brand, but I saw him live and I was just like, you're not actually funny, buddy.
Was he not funny?
Nah. He was just totally up his own arse. Just totally, like, talking about his son. I was like, no, this isn't funny, actually. He's just a dick. I do love Russell Brand, but I
like Frankie Boyle.
I love Frankie Boyle. Now you're back on the team.
My girlfriend's seen him live. She said, oh, in person he's too much.
Lucky
it's a fucking comedy show. You're going in to see...
too much? What, she didn't like it?
She said he was too much in person.
Too out there?
Yeah. But you're going to see Frankie Boyle. You know he's got dark humour. It's a motherfucking comedy show. You're going there because it's a comedy show. You know he does dark humour. What's the problem? What are you expecting? What are you expecting him to be tame? You know that his brand of humour is very raw, right?
The best in my book, like. He's the best.
So you can't complain when you see him live and say, oh, that is too much. When he's joking about people with Down syndrome and that sort of stuff. You know what you're getting when you go and see Frankie Boyle. You're not going to see Jason Manford. You're not going to see, what was he called off Britain's Got Talent, man?
The little kid?
No. No.
Do you know who I'm on about, though?
Yeah, but I'm on about him that was on the panel, the comedian. He's got the posh voice. No.
Oh, not Pierre, fucking Michael McIntyre.
You're not going to see Michael McIntyre. We'll get there eventually. You're not going to see Michael McIntyre. It's Frankie Boyle. That's the sort of humour he does. Deal with it.
Yeah, it's hardcore shit.
It's hardcore. Deal with it. Oh, it's too much.
Shut up.
You knew what you're in for.
Frankie Boyle, like, really softly spoken, very, very nice guy from like all the interviews and shit that I've seen him in. Yeah, he's on stage persona. It's just this like cynical maniac. I love him. I absolutely love the guy, mate. He's fucking hilarious. Because as all the comedians say, you gotta remember, they're just jokes. That's what he says. He says,
just jokes.
Is this comedian joking? Is this comedian on a fucking stage at a comedy festival fucking joking? Yes, I'm fucking joking. Like it's funny as fuck, man. I think he's class, Frankie Boyle. He's absolutely brilliant. But that's the thing. Like, there's got to be shit. There's got to be something about you in your life where it's, someone could pick up on it and like offend you. You know, but you just could be like, oh well, yes, I suppose, I might have a disabled child. Fuck, I don't feel good about that joke, but whatever. But then you laugh at another fucking joke, like a rape joke. Oh well, I haven't been raped. Oh well, I can find that funny. Just gotta not fucking take it that seriously. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's like, shut up, man. If you can't take a joke as a joke,
just get the fuck out.
Just get out.
What are you doing?
I haven't got time for it.
I mean, some stuff is crazy. Like, actually, when he like personally attacks like Katie Price, like her family, that's like, that's Sean, but it's funny, and that's all he's trying to be funny. So I'm gonna fucking laugh.
Yeah,
you know. you don't want to fucking live in a world where you can't make jokes, man. You know what I mean?
You don't want to live in a world where you've got to tiptoe around everybody.
Political correctness, fucking bullcrap.
Yeah, equality and all that sort of stuff.
Equality. Fucking women, letting them drive.
I've just started a new job. Well, I haven't started yet, but I'm starting it. And I got sent out a document on Friday, asking what my ethnicity was, religious belief, if I was gay or straight.
All of the above.
It just turns me into a statistic. Do they need to know this?
I am that.
Do they need to know this? Hey buddy, you like the cock or the V?
Just if you're gay, we can hook you
up. We got
with
some
one of the guys on the other
opportunities going for you. What do you want to do?
And if you're, if you're black, then we can sort something out there too.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm just a man, please. I just want a job.
Yeah.
The country has my records.
Yes.
Why do you need to know anything? Your fucking sexual preference. What on earth has that got to do with anybody? I don't understand.
I suppose it's something to deliver stats and figures for whatever reason, whenever they want.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we hire 15 homosexuals.
We've got 50% of our employees are gay and 50% are straight. We're working correctly.
Do you know what I find insane?
What?
This, like, positive discrimination, where they say stuff like, "Oh, and I want to see more ethnic minorities in government and all that." And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck? Like, if it's fucking teenagers, like, I don't know, black guys, white guys, women, fucking aliens.
Transgender.
Why the fuck does it matter? Politics is all about just the ideas. Why the fuck? Why have you got to fill this quota? Especially when I've got a feeling in this country they like to do it in terms of where, say, I've got no idea what the figures are, but say there's like 10% of the population is like ethnic minority in Britain. I have no idea what it is, but say it's 10%. These people, these fucking like social justice warrior dickheads, these do-gooders, they want to see like 60% ethnic minorities like on any given board of any given company. It's like, how long? Why?
Yeah.
What, I don't understand this. They don't need fucking help. I'm sure there's probably people like, oh, you don't know, you don't understand. Well, aye, fair enough. I live in a fucking pretty damn white community, so yeah, I don't really know what it's like down south and stuff like that, but I've got a good feeling you're not really being discriminated against.
Yeah.
I could be talking utter shit there. People could be like, what, are you mental? We get stopped by the police all the time at a much higher rate than what like white people do. Yeah, that actually might be true. But when it comes to like trying to force people into like, what I'm saying, like, oh, I would love to see more people from ethnic backgrounds in government. Like, just why?
Doesn't matter, really.
So similarly, presumably then, you want to see a load of white British guys in India running the show there then, do you?
Yeah.
No. Well, let's all kill ourselves then. Shall we just do that? All us white fucking people. So let's just kill ourselves because we're blatantly in the way. You know what I mean? And this is a rant against the white people, the do-gooders.
Yeah.
The assholes.
The assholes.
Just get the fuck out of my way. No. If I kill you. Allegedly. I don't think I got my point across very well there, but
you got your point across.
People might be able to like understand what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah. Might.
If you could just email me and tell me what the fuck I actually meant, because I'd like to know.
Yeah, and if you want the show to go back to how it used to be, let me know.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Because it's made us think like, should we go back to the way we were?
I think we should definitely start looking some interesting shit back up, like.
Yeah, it's just hard to find the time to constantly. No, it's not. For anything, I'll do anything for the podcast. I'll do my research. I'll put in the time. Yeah.
Shit. We need to come up with a topic then.
We do need to come up
So
with a
we're
topic.
already there now. Fuck. What's the topic?
What's the topic? Because we're going to talk about music on this one. Oh wait, didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
Apart from the first 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll have to work on something. That's because there's so many topics out there to talk about. So many topics.
I just have absolutely zero idea as of yet. Yeah, all of a sudden this has just turned real boring. Sorry guys.
So yeah,
we're just sitting there trying to figure something out.
These guys, what the fuck they on about, man, on this podcast?
We need to find a really juicy conspiracy. Like, there needs to be something just comes out the fucking woodwork here, and it's just like, all the leaders are actually fucking, I don't know.
Angels.
Yeah.
They're all angels, and they mean to do you good.
Yeah. The Antichrist is now being born. To Kate.
And it's a woman.
And William.
It's a little girl.
Baby Charlotte. The Antichrist.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. Right, we should have done, Phil.
I think so, mate. We've run out of steam.
Ran out of steam, man. We need to drop the American accents. Well, I do. I'm sick of doing it.
Oops. Good luck with that, mate.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Right then. Thanks for listening to the show.
Cheers, buds.
Catch you next time.
Bonus edition.
Deleted scenes.
Deleted for all the right reasons.
Imagine this bit should be muted at the start when that music's playing.
Yeah. What are they doing?
What? Guys, what the fuck are they saying? Ready to go?
Yep.
How are you going to start the podcast?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, how are we doing? What's happening?
Hey, man.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
Well, here we are. Another podcast ready to rock and roll. Special treat in the mix. Tell them, Phil.
We've got a fantastic little piece of equipment known as a Logitech webcamera.
Oh my god, we're on the web.
1080p.
You can see it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start uploading to YouTube again because this time we got video.
Proof.
It's us.
Video evidence.
Yep. For the world to see.
We're excited. Very excited.
Pretty excited. Pretty out of pocket, but pretty excited.
Poor guy.
So well worth it though. Well worth it. We've just got to remember to talk because
Yeah, not
just get caught up in looking at the webcam. Anyway, that's it. See, you can't do that, Phil, because people cannot see you because the people that are listening on iTunes they can't see you.
Yeah, well, I can see you guys with my hacking skills. I have no hacking skills.
That introductory track, that song that played us in
Right.
was we were given permission to use that by a gentleman on SoundCloud known as Nate, Nate Thunder on SoundCloud, and he does all this sort of cool electronic sort of remixed music, and we like it. It's cool, especially that track, which is affectionately titled Tits.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, although we both love the song, we both love the track, it's kind of...
It would be like, it's just the cleavage. That's
Yeah.
what dudes are like, fuck. So you could have like B-cup breasts, but if you can, somehow get a bra or whatever the fuck and get that shit together, then it just looks instantly enticing. It's like, fuck yes.
That's happened to me before. False advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you've gone in, you've been like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're missing something back there.
I honestly think most tits are a lie. Like most sets of tits look better clothed than they do unclothed. They've got a bra fucking pushing them up in a way that they don't actually hang.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there it is, guys.
Yeah. What are we, 7 minutes in and we're getting smutty already? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So tonight's podcast, we were going to talk about something that we can both relate to.
I'll spit it off you guys. Music. Music, baby.
Yep. And the strange thing is this irony? Because of what day it is?
Yeah, I think that probably would be.
Would that classify as irony?
I think so.
So I came up with this idea for this podcast that we'll do, talk about music, what we like, dislike, etc., etc. And it turns out it's It's Bartolomeo Cristofori's 360th birthday, and he was, of course, the inventor of the piano. What's going on, guys? Did I get did his spirit sort of, I don't know, possess me for a bit?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
yes.
clearly what happened.
That's what happened. So, Phil, what sort
Yo.
of music do you like?
At the minute, just chilled out stuff. Anything where it makes life seem a little bit more pleasant. So just chill step, specifically. I'm not going to give you a list of artists, because I just listen to the mixes, man. It's just loads of like one different artist after another.
You not got a favourite band or anything like that?
Like a favourite band? Like, at the minute?
Just ever? You've got to have a favourite band. Or a favourite musician. Very appropriate for the podcast.
He had me at tits.
TITS, you got me, man. You got me.
I'm going to enjoy this irrespective of the content of the song here.
Mm-hmm.
The title is enough.
The title did lure me in.
But the tune itself is fucking class as well.
It's nice. I like
So
it.
I was like, get in. So cheers, Nate, dude. You're the man.
You're the man. So go, everybody that listens to this, go and check out Nate on SoundCloud. I don't know if he's on iTunes, but he's on SoundCloud. Nate, Nate, Cloud.
Nate Cloud.
Nate Cloud. And he listens to the podcast as well, which is cool. Did you didn't see the fight, did you?
I did actually. I didn't see it live,
you?
but I saw it the next morning.
I stayed up late for that fight.
Foolish.
Not foolish at all. Tell you what I've got a problem with. Not the fact that Pacquiao didn't win. So I did want him to win, as you know. But the fact that Mayweather just seemed to just kind of, I don't know, be running in circles.
But that's his style.
But that's not a style.
Are you cracking jokes?
That's keeping out the way.
That's a class style.
He
He landed more punches on the guy. So obviously, as a result, he took less punishment than what his opponent took.
Right.
He won the fight. He's won every single fight he's ever fought in his professional career. Yeah, you can't win a boxing match by not like actually boxing. The guy was like fantastic. I'm not a boxing expert, I know, but from the way Carl Frost was going on, it was like, all right, so this guy is really technically an amazing fighter then, because he was blown away by the guy's like skill set.
Was he?
Yeah, he was like, oh god, seeing this in person, I can see why this guy is like one of the best ever type of thing.
I disagree with you. I disagree. He just seemed to be running about. I just didn't like it.
But what are you looking for? Are you looking for just a pure backyard brawl? Because you're not going to get that off him. He's a technical boxer. Technical fighters are usually like shit to watch if what you want is blood and like just pure craziness.
Well,
like in the UFC, the champion of the welterweight division for ages, George St. Pierre, he ended up playing it really smart. He did take kind of a bit of like punishment and stuff off some dudes, but he would play it smart and like just wrestle you at the ground and grind out a decision. And people are like, "Oh, how man? We want to see you knock somebody out and stuff," because he's got like some great stand-up skills and stuff. But when you're the champ, you want to like a lot of them they want to remain the champion.
yeah.
They want to be the best. They never
Yeah.
want to get beaten. And in order to be the best and not get beaten and keep your belt, you're gonna have to figure out a style where you're not putting yourself at bigger risk than what like the guy attacking you is.
That makes sense. I'm just gutted that Pacquiao didn't. He couldn't get that victory. He couldn't get close. He couldn't get near enough to him to give him some good solid jabs.
And I think he does. I think he tends to be able to do that to most guys.
Yeah.
So the fact that he couldn't is a testament to the skills of Floyd Mayweather. So even though as like when you're just watching it, like a guy like us who doesn't really know boxing that well, you're a bit like, this is pretty shit. I want to see some.
I enjoyed the fight.
action.
I did enjoy the fight. I did enjoy watching it. The warm up acts. Is that what you call them in boxing? On the card, the prelims.
Undercard, yeah.
They were pretty fucking boring, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the highlight was seeing the celebrities walk in. John Voight, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale was there. A hard ass motherfucker. Jay-Z, Beyonce's nearly, her tits were practically falling out.
She hasn't got huge tits.
She hasn't got huge tits.
But she can work them well though. Like,
she can make them look good.
Yeah.
Possibly she can probably make them look better than they actually would be when presented to you.
Uh-huh.
Because you'd be like, oh, where have they gone?
Yeah, that's got to be like the skills of the people that help her like dress.
Because she's probably got, I think she's got quite a small cup size.
I think she's got quite a small cack. I think she's got quite a small cack.
This guy's a sicko. I think she's got a small cup size, so I think
See, if you just push any tits together,
Oh, it makes them look bigger. Yeah.
you could shave my chest, right, and I could push my tits together, and it would look sexy. Not really. No, I don't actually. Whitechapel would. If I had to pick one, it'd be Whitechapel.
How can you not have a favourite? Or at least somebody who could potentially be a rolling favourite?
I know what you're saying. I probably do, but I'm not with it right now.
No, so I think you do pretty much seem to listen to ambient chill out every time I'm over. I've started listening to it a while back. It's great. I love space rock and just chill out music and ambience. It just makes you feel like you're floating.
Yeah, I used to
Chill.
just like all the metal stuff, like back in the day. But I think the kind of music that you're listening to corresponds with your mindset. Like generally speaking,
Yeah.
like corresponds with like the type of person you are at that time.
I think so too.
So that's probably why like a lot of like young teenagers are the people that you'll see at like metal concerts.
Yeah.
You know, because their minds are all over the place. You know,
Yeah.
I'm fucking trying to rebel against all this shit.
Yeah.
So subsequently, the music that they seek out is fucking die. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a coincidence, man.
Teenage angst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Who's your favourite?
Teenage angst
Yeah,
sort of things.
teen
Yeah.
angst.
I do like
They're a cool band.
26, but I do like a bit of teenage angst. Yeah. Favourite artists? Chris Cornell, Fleetwood Mac, Hendrix,
Nice.
Rolling Stones editors.
God, I hate the fucking Rolling Stones.
I like some of the songs. Metallica, some Metallica material. Led Zeppelin, of course. They were killer. Such a good band. Such a good band.
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars, some of that stuff. Soundgarden. I like grunge. The thing is with me, I like classical too.
But old school, like fucking Beethoven and shit, Mozart and that.
Like Pachelbel, Canon in D major, that sort of stuff.
Huh?
Yeah. I like orchestral pieces. I like pieces like You, which is ambient chill out, sort of space psychedelic music, which is just sort of, it's that mellow sort of sound. I love that. I like mixes of just rock music, which is just like guitar work. Like you'll